20 years, so I appreciate her, and I hope you will too tonight. She comes up tonight. All right, let's get back into the show. So everybody knows I always talk about the value and how important I think air purifiers are. I never had one, totally honest truth, never owned one before I worked at the shopping network. I was one of those guys, I'm like, what, air? What do I care about the air you breathe? And then as you get older and you get smarter, you start to realize how dirty the air is, not only outside of your house, but inside your house. In fact, they say the air quality in our house can be worse than outside, because inside, we have things like cooking odors. We have dust and pollen that get trapped in our house. We have air systems that circulate air and blow dust all over the place. We get mold. We get dander from our pets. All that stuff. Not only that, do you use hairspray? Do you use cologne, anything like that? They have what they call volatile organic compounds in them that you're not supposed to breathe. So rather than you breathing it and filtering it out through your lungs, we ask you to try a Hunter air purifier. I bought 3 of these 2 years ago for Danny's apartment. 1 for each one of his roommates, Dominic, Malachi, and my son Daniel. Let me tell you, the next time I went in there, that apartment smelled better than it had ever smelled before. And I'm just telling you, it wasn't that great before. Color choices available. We've got aqua, which is beautiful. We have black. We have white. We have gray. I'm not sure what that brown one is called, Rob. Do you know which one the brown one is called? Bronze silver, we're calling that one. Absolutely amazing. Can I just hit the switch? Am I ready to go over here to show the first demo? And before Rebecca comes out, can I do it? So we filled a chamber with smoke. Smoke is one of the hardest particles to get rid of, right? Because it's one of the smallest. When you see smoke, there's a lot of it. That's why you see the cloud. We filled this chamber with smoke. I'm gonna turn it on. You'll see the little light goes on the top. Immediately you will see the chamber starts to clear out. It takes a minute or so. But remember, this is very, very, very dense smoke, and it's being sucked in one chamber, and then it's being released throughout. I gotta make sure it is on, right? Yeah, it's on, just takes a sec. Within about 30 seconds, you'll see this thing's gonna become complete. There it goes, all right? Now this unit you can use in any size room, okay? A lot of times we say, well, small to medium to large. The only difference if you put it in a big room is it's gonna change the air fewer times per hour, but it's gonna clean the air in the entire room. So let me give you the offer, and then I'm gonna let Rebecca out. She's sitting there and she's like, when's this guy gonna shut up? So today, we're doing a sale price of $64.99. Every day of the week, we pay $99.95. I paid $99.95 for 3 of them. I got my customer discount, my corporate discount. My discount was not $64.99, okay? I paid more than you did. If you buy it today, you'll get that discount. Use an HSN credit card for the first time, we'll take another $10 off. It is a customer pick, multi-level filtration. Rebecca Wood, the lovely and amazing and very knowledgeable, and has raised a family. She knows how important it is to take dogs,
cleaning
pets,
supplies, rugs. I mean,
why do we need this, honestly?
Honestly, this is why. This is my favorite way to show people.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about filtered water. Most of us will not drink anything that's not filtered. For this, you can actually see. You can see the larger particles in it, and you can see that there's things that are just disgusting in there that you can't see with the naked eye. We don't drink unfiltered water anymore. We don't even drink out of the tap water. I won't let my daughter drink out of the tap water, especially down here in Florida. Why would we breathe in air that's not filtered? Because the same thing is happening. You've got particles you can see, dust, dander, fur, and then you've got particles you can't see, down to this microscopic smoke that you saw disappear in an instant. With this small footprint, and don't let that fool you, this small footprint will fit any size room. It will clean the air, and I'll tell you that in a minute. And we do that with our unbelievable filtration system. And I don't say filter, I say filtration system, because we have a system. It starts here with our pre-filter. Take a look at this. This is why we can handle the big rooms. This is how large the pre-filter is and the True HEPA when I tell you about that. With this pre-filter, We've got built-in technology you cannot find anywhere else. That's Hunter, 135 years of knowing how to perfect the air in your home. The EcoSilver technology you will not find anywhere. That's going to inhibit the growth of microorganisms. What did we mean by that? We mean mold spores, bacteria, viruses, germs, all of the stuff you don't want growing and going into your air is now going to be inhibited and never released back into the air. And then we've got the coconut carbon filter that's also built in there. That is going to take care of those odors, the smelly stuff. That's why people over and over made this a customer pick, saying, not only could I tell a difference, people coming into my home could tell a difference. Once we go through there, that's going to go into the True HEPA. True HEPA is the gold standard, right?
Yeah.
True HEPA, no matter what you buy, it has to have the words True HEPA. True HEPA is going to take 99.97 of all of the air particles out of the air. When we talk about that, we're talking about the things you can see, the dust, the dirt, all the way down to the smoke, which is the tiniest particle, to scrub the air clean. And that's why we love to show you this. We call it the smoke chamber that we have right by Guy here, right?
Yeah.
We have it completely filled with smoke. And what we want to show you is when we turn it on, he's going to turn it on right now, what you're going to see is all of the air is going in 360 degrees into that filter.
See how it's actively moving?
You can see the air actually moving.
And you know what it is, which is the key to this one, which is why I bought it? The 360-degree filter.
Right.
That 360-degree filter is everything. If you just have a filter that goes in one way and comes out the back, it's not the same. This draws in 360 degrees because I don't know where you live, stink comes from everywhere. It doesn't just come from in the front of you, right? Especially if you're three boys living in an apartment building in Boca Raton.
You need all the help you can get
You
for
really
that.
do. And I'll tell you, even Danny was like, Dad, it made a difference, I'm telling you, because
And you notice it.
they also had one of those real furry little dog. I forgot, it's like a poodle, but it's got a lot of hair, whatever they call those things. One of the guys had that. He was even like, I was having trouble with the dander from the pet. Look at the before and after.
And it's the most satisfying part of this.
Yeah.
You're going to, in about 6 months on average use, take out your filter and you're going to look at it. For mine, it's got fur and pet hair all over because I have 2 dogs that I were told were not going to shed, but they both shed. So when I take it out and I see that, that's what my lungs would have had to clean out. My lungs didn't have to do that. My daughter's lungs didn't have to do it. My fur baby's lungs didn't have to do it. My Hunter did it. And remember, with Hunter, not only have we been around for 135 years perfecting the air in your home, we have a 5-year warranty. We stand behind the products that we build. We also make them very, very simple to use. So when you get this home, you don't have to worry about a remote, you don't have to set anything up, you don't have an app, you simply take it out of the box, you plug it in, and you can see how indicative the panel is here. You've got that light, and you're seeing the light on all of them. You don't want that light, maybe you're gonna have it in the bedroom, you turn the light off. We've got 3 different modes, low, medium, and high. I keep mine on low on day to day, but sometimes when I'm cooking, maybe it's gonna be salmon, maybe it's gonna be bacon, I'm gonna kick that all the way up to 3. And then you can also see we have sleep mode. Love that because it's silence. It's completely silent. So you don't have to worry about it waking up, but it's still cleaning the air so your lungs are not doing that while you sleep. We also are going to have a timer mode. A lot of people love that. Maybe you want to kick that in while before you come home from work, or an hour before you come home from work. We have a 2, 4, and 8-hour timer, and then we even tell you when you need that new filter. No guesswork. You don't need the guesswork, and I know we have an offer for extra filters right now as well, which is really great. That means you set it.
With the discount you're getting today, pick up an extra filter, so down the road you have one. We're gonna lower our lights in a second. I wanna do this demonstration with the lights out to show you when I activate it. So we filled this chamber with smoke again. Remember, smoke, hardest thing to clean out, all right? I'm gonna turn it on. As soon as we come to the shot, you're gonna see, here we go, ready? I'm turning it on. That's glowing inside. You see, that's your little night light. You see my hand on top. Can't see nothing coming through here. What's going on is it's drawing in all that smoke, the particles, from 360 degrees, right? So it's not just cleaning front to back. It's taking that from all different directions and it's sucking it up. And remember, that's a lot of smoke. If you have that much smoke in your house, get the heck out of your house.
Exactly.
Don't worry about air purifying, just get out. But slowly but surely, look, you can see that smoke is going away. It's being tucked into that, the little core and the little cells of the HEPA filter. First it goes through that EcoSilver, that carbon filter. Look, I mean, look at this.
Crystal clear.
It's already clean.
It's a filtration system.
This is much worse, like we said, than you'll ever have to deal with. But if you've got pets, a litter box, dogs. You know, it's funny, I bought a short-haired dog, right? I got a Vista, you know. Like,
they're the worst, the hair just
little tiny hairs.
They stick into everything.
Everywhere.
It's the worst.
Those are the ones you can breathe in.
Yes.
But listen, all of you, and I'm not trying to be gross, but I will be gross for a minute. Y'all know, any one of you out there, you know, you went for a little house cleaning and you pulled something out. What do you think that is? That's all the crud that's floating around in the air. That's your body's way of protecting. That's why we have hair in our ears and hair in our nose, and that's as far as they'll go. But you know what I'm saying? So,
I 100%.
Or if you cough something up and it's a weird color, that's the stuff that's in your lungs that you're breathing.
And we're not doctors. We're not going to tell you it's going to cure anything. But time and time again, go read the reviews. It's a customer pick because people notice a difference. They say their guests notice a difference. Why? Because it makes sense. With your True HEPA filter that you're getting, look at the size of that. Remember, if I were to unravel this, this is how large that filter is. I mean, that's massively big.
And look at all the crud that gets in there.
Yes.
Now
well, this is the True HEPA. This is the EcoSilver technology.
Right.
And this is what's going to get rid of even mold, viruses, bacteria, the bad stuff.
You know how it does that too, which is amazing? You know, for years, and we don't make any medical claims ever, right? Because that's not what we do. But if you've read about the properties, the positive properties of precious metals.
Yeah.
I mean, people put gold in their teeth for years and years and years.
They wear copper.
Copper, that, colloidal silver, things like that, which we use. And like I said, I'm not going to, those are the things that we love to use and we love to see because they're really good at helping us create a better environment for ourselves and helping us to feel better. That's what this has in it. So those are the steps to being able to do this. You know what I love that we haven't even talked about? The size of it.
The size is perfect.
It's perfect.
We made it so it would fit under your countertop.
Behind a sofa.
But can we talk about room size then?
Sure.
Because when people look at this, I think they think, oh, well, okay, that might be good for my bedroom. No, this is for every single room in your house. And when we talk about that, we're talking about the smallest of small. Let's talk about VOCs. We're talking about volatile organic compounds, which come out of, as you said, perfumes, hairsprays, colognes, cleaners, the worst of the worst. You're gonna wanna go in and have that definitely in the bathrooms. It's going to clean the air in a 10 by 10 foot room. It's going to clean it 5.5 times every single hour. Now let's bump it up to your bedroom, which is about a 10 by 15 foot room. Every single hour, it's going to clean and scrub the air clean in that room 3.5 times an hour. Go to the big of the big, which is going to be 20 by 20 foot room, your great room, the massive big rooms. It's still more than 1 time an hour going to take all of the air in that room and scrub it clean so your lungs don't have to do it. So think about that, 24 times a day, it's going to scrub the air clean. So no matter what the size of the room, it's gonna clean it of not only, Guy, can we talk about not only, you know, the dander, the pet, the pollen, the mold spores, the bacteria, the viruses, but the VOCs. Yeah. These are the dangerous things. I was reading on the EPA website, the smaller the particle, the more dangerous because it can become embedded in your lungs and your bloodstream. Sure. Do you love candles? Do you like room sprays? Have you ever brought a rug into your room? Do you bring dry cleaner bags into your house? That's bringing formaldehyde and volatile organic compounds, VOCs, that you're breathing in. Those are the things you can't see, remember. This is going to get rid of 99.97% of all of that. Yeah, and you know what? All those features in what I call an entry-level price for a purifier from the #1 company out there. Let me tell you, I've had ceiling fans. I've had Hunter ceiling fans in I've probably owned 5 homes. The one thing I always do is I put Hunter fans in every time because they last forever, right? You get a 5-year warranty with this, okay? Your down payment is $21.60, 66 cents. If you don't own one, here's my offer to you, okay? Try one for 30 days. If it doesn't make a difference, the cooking odors. You know, you ever cook bacon and 2 days later you walk in your house, it still smells like bacon? Or burn popcorn in the microwave? If it doesn't work, you can always send it back. If you don't feel better, which I'm telling you, I'm convinced, you think I would ever not have a hair purifier in my bedroom, especially? Sleeping in there for hours in a closed environment? You have to have one of those, all right? Because if you think those air conditioning and heating vents are cleaning your air, those filters, they're not even close, they're not HEPA. All right? They're not gonna be to this level. They're not gonna have multiple levels of filtration. You're still gonna get that stuff in your lungs. So spend the $21.66. Get it home. Try it out for 30 days. If you don't love it, you can always return it. If you've never owned one, great entry-level price on a top brand to get one delivered to your house. I failed to, and by the way,
50% off retail. These are 120 bucks at retail. We're doing it at 64. It's $35 off HSN's price. So I didn't mention other colors. So if you want colors that are a little more lively, I have it available in sage, most limited, 600 left. Okay, I also have it available in the lavender, and we call them lavender silver because the part down here where the screen is, that's silver. The one in the back is blue.
Can I just tell you these are exclusive? You cannot
Can't find these anywhere
else.
else. In fact, I think I bought, when I bought the ones for Danny, I think I got him a red one. I think there was a
Merlot?
There was a Merlot, and I think there was a sage color way back. This is 2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago.
They had them, all right? And I paid more. Those are the colors there. We also have it available in the graphite, black, this is called bronze, aqua, and then finally we have it available in the white. The white is a great color.
And white graphite, which you can't see.
You can't see.
Should I do it real quickly?
Yeah, go ahead, hit the button.
And then I'm gonna explain
Watch.
what you're seeing here. So I'm just gonna turn this on. This is called a smoke chamber. We filled it with smoke because smoke is the hardest particle to clean the air of.
Yeah.
So as you can see, what happens is the moment I turn it on,
it's moving.
All of that air is going into our filtration system. Remember, it's just not one filter. We have an entire system here. It's going in 360 degrees. It's going to come through that filtration system and be released completely clean. Your lungs do not have to do it. And as right before your very eyes, you're seeing now, we have the white and the graphite. Can I show you a little visual that I have that I love to show you?
Sure.
We talk about large particles, small particles. That smoke that you're seeing there, what I wanted to show you is how hard it is to scrub the air clean of. So let's talk about a human hair. A human hair is about 80 to 100 microns big. What does that mean? I don't know what that means, right? So we wanted to give you a visual kind of lesson of that. Say this symbolizes the size of your hair, of a human hair. How small is a particle of smoke? 0.3 microns. That would be the difference. That's why I say it's going to scrub the air clean of particles you can see that float in the air, the dust, the dirt, the hair, the fur, all the way down to the smoke that is the hardest to keep clean.
You know what I always think about, and this is when I actually purchased them and I got them for myself, I was thinking, you know, you'd never go out with dirty clothes. Right?
Right.
Would you go to work with a big stain on your shirt or on your pants? Would you not like wash your hair? I mean, yet that pales in comparison to the air that you breathe. The water, you wouldn't drink a muddy, crappy piece of water. You wouldn't do that, right? You'd be like, no, send it back. Would you eat off a fork that had a piece of food on it? Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Grab a pillow, any pillow in your house, take it up to the window and smack the pillow. And look at all the little things that float out of your pillow, right? That's pet dander, that's dust, that's debris, that's all kinds of stuff that's floating. Run your finger off the top of any windowsill. Look at your finger. Now imagine that stuck in your lungs. I know it's kind of a hard reality, but it's the truth, which is why it's really, realistically, the most important thing in your life that you can clean is the air that you breathe. You know, they say, well, we can go 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 3 minutes without air. So what's the most important thing? It's the air you breathe. Clean it, right? Just like you wash your clothes, just like if your dog stinks, you wash your dog, which I know a lot about that lately.
Yeah, exactly.